born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is May 5th, 2025, Cinco de Mayo Day. It is also May Day in the UK. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to profitably currency trade, where they can spend as little as an hour a day trading. We give them the right tools and the right instructions so that they can do this well and profitable. And my goal today is to show you one of the different trade strategies that we have so that you can evaluate for yourself, hey, it works, and hey, I think I can do this. Strategy I'm going to do today is something called the 10-point trade strategy. But before we get too far into it, we need to listen to this guy. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We coach people with a number of different tools. Whoops, what happened here? I had some documents open and they disappeared. Let's get them opened again. Oops. I'm sorry, this is here we go. Fits a little better. We have training videos. We have group training sessions. We have these live trade sessions. And the thing that really turbocharges the training is the personalized one-on-one training, where you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing, who can give you the information that you need to know to get from point A to point B in the most effective way possible. I do 3 live trades a week. This one that we're in now. I also do one tomorrow morning at 8:30. Excuse me, at 6:30, and Thursday morning at 6:30. Every afternoon around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup. When you become a member, we've got trades in the morning. We've got trades in the afternoon. You can see we have a lot of group training sessions, and we also send out a trade pattern alert every morning, sometime between 8:30 and noon, where our indicators have got the ability to track certain signals, and when that signal comes up, we send out an alert saying, hey, that signal's there. This is a good trade, high probability trade to take. I like to work off of a checklist that lets me make sure I don't forget anything. And I thought, as I said, I thought I had all of these open. So again, you can see how forgetful I am. If usually on this session, I'm just focused on doing the trade. If you have questions, best way to address them is just schedule some time with me, and I'll go over and answer any questions that you have. Here's my calendar, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. As a former professor, I also had the habit of having regularly scheduled office hours. My office hours are on Wednesday. It's actually at 12:30. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I like to refresh my green chart every morning. In fact, I just rebooted the machine before we came on. That's probably why these things were closed. I thought they had opened back up already. Good habit, whether you trade with us or trade with somebody else, every day review the trades that didn't go the way that you wanted. There's learning to be had there, and our indicators have a simulator built into them, so you can go back to a specific point in time and see exactly what our indicators were saying. And usually there's some information in there that will, you made a mistake, and we can flush out that mistake by going back in time and taking a look. Sometimes you do everything right and it still goes wrong, but there's value in going back and understanding, trying to understand why the trade didn't go as it should have. And usually there's indications. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at predicting the direction a pair is going to move. If we can figure out the direction the pair is going to move, we can make some money off of it. However, news does impact currency prices, and we want to know what those news events are so that we can trade around them. Place I like to find those news events are forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact. We ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I ignore those. Some people pay attention. And red are high impact items. These are guys I want to trade around. Right now, the next items coming up are yellow, and we don't have any red for the next till tomorrow night with New Zealand. Any trade that we take this morning will, or take this afternoon, will be closed before tomorrow morning. Ideally, they'd be closed by 9 o'clock. There is a bank holiday in Japan and in Great Britain. I believe they're celebrating May Day. So usually on bank holidays, I don't like to trade the pair because trading volume's off. And when trading volume's off, the indicators don't quite work as well. So we will probably stay away from these pairs, although it is now, we're going on morning time on Tuesday in Japan. So this isn't quite as critical. It's going on 9 o'clock in the UK. The trade I am going to do, we've got a dozen different trade plans. When we coach someone, we kind of customize the trade plan based around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. Some people only have just a little bit of time per day to trade. So we want to give you a trade that's going to allow you to get the most out of that time that you have available. However, the great thing about our indicators is that it can be programmed so that when the signal comes up, you don't have to be sitting there watching for the setup. We'll tell you, hey, the setup is there. You take a look, you confirm it, and you just take the trade. The trade I prefer is something called the 10-point trade I like to take it on a 1 hour chart, but you can trade it on any time frame. On a 1 hour chart, trades are usually worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips a couple times a day, I am making terrific money. And the strategy is basically there are 3 parts to the chart. This middle section, which is the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where we're overbought and the lines are going down. And then you can see we've got down candles, or we're oversold and the lines are going up. Top section is what we call the TNTs. These are measuring the rate of change at different speeds. You don't need to know the detail, but when orange goes up, that means buy. When blue goes down, that means buy. So I'm looking for 3 out of 4 here. And then this section down on the bottom is called the pressure. I'm looking for these lines to either be going up, or because this is a buy signal, or I want the green line to cross over, which we have here. So there are 4 things I look for. So I start with this middle section, and there's 4 things I'm looking for. First is that we're oversold. We are. Second, everybody's going up, which we are. Third, I want what I call a double cross, where the green line is on top of the red and the gray line is on top of the black. I have that, and then I look at what the slope of the green line is, and I want it better than 45 degrees. So I got everything I want here. Now, I don't mind that the miners have kind of shot through the channel and are kind of actually overbought. I just want them to start down here, and I care about the position of the green line on the major indicator, and I like to have that less than halfway. So I got all 4 here, 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines going down. So I got all 4 here telling me buy, and I've got the green line is crossed over. I've got sideways pressure here actually, because the green line's going up and the red line's going down, but the green line's on top. So 1, 4, 4, 9 points. When I have 9 points here, I do a confirmation. That confirmation is on a full chart. Here, what we're trading off of is something, this is the light 6 major chart, which is one of our standard charts. And it's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1 hour chart. I want to look at a full chart. So to look at a full chart, I'm just going to open up a full chart. So a full chart is showing me multiple time periods for just one pair. So here's the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. And what a 4 hour time frame is just that this candle has 4 hours of data in it, and the lines have 4 hours of data in it. So we want to look at the Australian dollar, US dollar. And what I really want to see is that on the 2 hour chart, we're oversold, supporting the oversell here. They don't have to be going up. Here, the majors are sideways. Miners are going up. And I want the 4 hour also oversold. We don't have that. Here on the 4 hour, we've got the lines going down. So they disagree. This disagrees with what we're seeing here. When both of these are oversold, there's less of a chance that I'm going to get stopped out. So I don't like what we have here. So I'm going to pass. Let's see what else we've got. Euro USD, my favorite pair, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross and great steepness on the green line. So all 4 here. 2 oranges going up, 2 blues coming down. So all 4 here. And again, I get a little bit of crossover. So it looks almost identical to the Australian dollar USD. Let's see our confirmation. Oversold and almost oversold. So this one's okay. Now, my only issue here is I want one of these to actively be trading, one of the pairs to actively be trading, because I'm looking to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. Right now, we're at the end of the trading day in the US, and the day is already ended in Europe. It is 6 to 7 hours different depending on where you're at. So it's almost 10 o'clock. So nobody's trading in Europe. And the traders here on the East Coast have already quit. So we just got some stragglers out on the West Coast. So I'm not crazy about this trade, even though this signal is good. I want one of these to actively be trading. And one of the reasons I was interested in the Australian US dollar is there's 14-hour time difference. So it's approaching 6 in the morning. So this is going to be actively trading, but we didn't have that confirmation. Pound USD, we don't really have the double cross here, but this is similar to this, which is similar to this. I'm not even going to, here we only have 3 of the 4, 2 orange lines going up, thick blue coming down, dotted blue is sideways. My issue here is that, again, evening in England, and it's approaching evening here in the US. Dollar, Canadian dollar. We've got this agreement between the majors and minors, so I'm going to pass. Dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, this is, I don't really like it when we're more than halfway. And again, we've got the time differences, so the time's not conducive to trade those 2 pairs. Dollar, yen, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Good steepness on the green line. 2 oranges going down, 2 blues going up. So all 4 here. 4 here, and we've got sideways pressure, greens going down, reds going up, but we've got green on top. We don't have red on top. Let's take a look at the confirmation. No, I want both of these to be overbought, and they're not. When these are overbought, the 2 and the 4, there's less of a chance of me getting stopped out. Although this is a sell signal, sideways signal, sell signal. Trying to decide if I like it or not. This isn't overbought. This is an exception because these aren't overbought, but green line's going down, green line's going down, green line's going down, green line's going down. So we have a lot of green lines going down. And we're coming out of a holiday. Let's just take a look at what the full chart says. This is a trade where you have to kind of figure out what the trade is worth. Oops, wrong one. So we're going to go USD yen. So this is a clean chart with just the candles on it. I want to know what the trend is. So we're kind of trading into a downtrend. And I want to drop some support and resistance on here. And support and resistance are spots where the candles naturally stop. So let's see. Right in here, right in here. These become the bounds from which I'm going to trade within. Kind of stops here, here, in here. These tend to be about 30 to 40 pips apart on the Euro USD. Now, I like to extend the chart, but there's nothing back here. There's no data points. So here's where the data points end. Let's just open it up. We're going from 143.55. It's almost 45. This is 80. This is kind of a lot of pips. We could maybe say there's another spot in the middle. Let's see here. Kind of stopped in here, here, here. Let's save this. And what were we looking at? We were looking at a sell. So we're trading with the trend. We have a sell. I want to know how many pips I have from where we're at to where the line is. If you look on the top right there, 25 pips down. $20 pips up. And how many pips from here? 3. So 20 pips down. I think we'll go ahead and take 12 pips on this. Let me just take one more look at the signal. Down, 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 flat, down, down. Everybody's going down. So even though these aren't overbought, which I normally like, and we've got sideways pressure. We don't have the down pressure. We're missing this element of it. But the green line here is going down steeply. They're converging. This is down, this is down, this is down. Sideways, but the green's going down. And very weak up. We'll go ahead and take a 12 pip sell on the USD JPY. Now you can take that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, we'll go to USD yen. See if we have that open. I do not see USD yen, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. Probably be in this first group, USD yen. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to actually put it over here so it's down there where I'm working. I want to make it a 1 hour chart so it looks the same. I'm going to click New Order. My lot size is going to be a function of how much I have in the account. This account is a demo account. It's trading at 200 to 1 margin At 200 to 1 margin, the rule of thumb is to move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.18. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I am going to just take the 1.18, market sell, and I'm going to now right click on the trade, go to modify. I'm going to go for 12 pips. 12 pips is 120 points. Click the little blue button. It does the math for me. I'm going to use a 3 to 1. So 360 points, which is 36 pips. Drop that in, go to modify, and it drops the lines in. And let me just see. I want to just double check something here when we did this. I wanted to get, we're touching this wick. I don't know that I wanted it to be, I'm going to take a few pips off of his. I wanted to touch this candle. So I'm going to just pull this up just a little bit. So that it's basically touching that candle. Come on. There we go. So we're touching the candle. So we took a sell on the USD JPY. USD JPY with a take profit of, we went for 12 pips, but it's a little less than 12 pips, with a take profit of 143.640, 143.640, and a stop loss of 144.084, 144.084. If I was trading by myself, I would probably move this up above these two candles. Even though it's a kind of a bigger stop loss, there's less of a chance of us getting stopped out. But for our purposes now, we'll use the 3 to 1. So we took a sell on the USD JPY for about 12 pips, 11 pips, with a take profit of 143.640, 143.640, and a stop loss of 144.084. If you want to learn to trade, or if you want to learn to do anything, my recommendation is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We've been doing this. I've been doing it going on 7 years now. You need the right tools, the right training. We've been there. We'll be your guide. We'll get you. You wouldn't think about, going climbing Mount Kilimanjaro without a guide. You want somebody who's climbed it before to, kind of show you the right path. We're able to show you the right path, and we are so confident in how well this all works that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for everybody. Join me tomorrow morning, and in about 10 minutes, I'll send out the overnight trade setup. Have a terrific evening, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.